What's going on, main characters? It's your boy Talks Too Much with Third Party Studios. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Anthony Mackie backtracking on some recent comments he made while doing interviews, talking about Captain America Brave New World. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. Share the video out there, smash the like button, comment your thoughts on the topic below. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into the video. Hold on, intro. It's intro time. Shush, everyone shut up! All right, we should jump into another topic and keep it going here. So, we got Captain America, more Captain America news, and this thing is coming out soon too. It's not gonna be that much longer before we have to go. Yeah, we're gonna have to go review this piece of shit.
Oh fuck, that's right. I gotta watch it.
Okay, to be fair, I'm gonna go in there with an open mind. I'm not gonna go in there just to come out and shit on it. But I mean, I'm not excited about it. I just want to go in there and be surprised, impressed. I'll go in there as neutral as I can.
I'm gonna go in there drunk
and turn it into a drinking game. Hey, diversity, drink. We got
yeah.
Well, this
anytime he's like mentions that he's not Steve Rogers or whatever, you got to drink.
Right. Anytime it doesn't. Yeah. Any cameo, got to drink. Anytime you say you got to do better, Senator, you got to drink. Well, he's gonna be talking to the president, so you gotta do better, president, and then
you got a president better, president.
You got a president better, president. You got a senator better, senator. I'm sorry, guys. I am totally fumbling the fuck out of this intro right now for this, but the story, we've been talking about Captain America this last week quite a bit, and it all kind of revolves around the star, Anthony Mackie, who, for the longest time, I have given so much fucking rope on this one to try to be like, just give us a good performance, do your best, like, give us something that we, like, be the reason we want to go see a new Marvel movie. Like, be that. Like, stand up, say that there are things your character wouldn't do, like, try to communicate to the writers that it could be better, and then do your part as an actor and a big part of this project to make it better. And it just seems like we can't fucking get that from this guy. And anyway, the story from this week is when he was telling a European audience that Captain America does not represent America or Americans. And it's a deeper conversation. There's an actual quote in here, but I think we'll just listen to
go up a little bit. Oh, never mind.
Well, I figure we just listen to what he had to say first. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm going to do the audio thing. So hold on.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations. Like, it's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is trustworthy and dependable. It's kind of, this is kind of like an aspect of a dream coming true. When I was a kid, all of us as actors, I believe, want to get back to that day before someone told you no. When you look out your door and you see a 5-year-old kid with a stick and he's slaying dragons to save the princess in the tower, that kid really believes there are dragons out there. That stick is really a sword and he's really trying to save that princess. And then one day somebody told him, no, there are no dragons, that's not a sword, and that princess is not there. And all of his little dreams were dashed. So, as an actor, I feel like our job is to get back to the day where we see that dragon and we slay that dragon to save that princess. And that's kind of what this movie was for me.
But the princess is now a dude.
So I let the video run on a little long. Yeah, you're right. It's a man, baby. So I let the video run on a little long, but I just didn't want to be accused of taking him out of context on this because the quote that everyone called out immediately was Captain America represents a lot of things, represents a lot of different things. I don't think the term America should be one of those representations. So people immediately got pissed off about that because Captain America literally was meant to like represent the ideals of America. And the reason this is so frustrating is because we had this idea of America where you had a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity, and we were meant to be the country that embodied that. And all of a sudden, you have people who are like, no, that's not who this is. This is obviously Captain Whole World. This is Captain Planet. This is Captain
Yeah, it's
Humanity.
Captain, like, it's the ideal of America. It doesn't like represent the current America or the like this year America or last year America, whatever. It's the ideal of America.
And to
But I think it almost sounds like he misspoke. He does apologize. We'll get to that, but he doesn't apologize for saying that he even misspoke.
exactly.
Like he could have said, I don't think the term America should be the only one of those representations instead of should be one.
Right. And to expand on what you're saying, I agree. I think that if it was better phrased, and obviously there's like it's exclusionary how the way it's phrasing is exclusionary. He's framing it in a way that cuts out America and then instead replaces that with these entirely global ideas like honor, integrity, dignity. Like these things do exist universally across all cultures and all peoples. I mean,
It comes off saying that like America doesn't have these three things.
Yeah,
honor, dignity,
it replaces America with these words as if they're not as if they're not a part of each other.
And I think Captain America does represent America, being so his name is fucking Captain America. He's dressed as the American flag. He's got a fucking A on his head.
Exactly, and so it was frustrating. A lot of people were getting pissed off about this and made a lot of videos and reactions to it. So it's not like we can't find the reaction to this post. And then Anthony Mackie did come back, and in that same conversation, Captain America Brave New World star Anthony Mackie downplays character's race in shocking about face for Disney Marvel. And this is the way this article is framed makes it as if it's Disney's position, but it's really just Anthony's position on this one. And I'll get to the quote here. I wonder if there was a video attached to this. I don't think there was for this part.
No, there isn't.
So I'll just go to the quote directly. I should get a better mouse. So in the same conversation, speaking about Anthony Mackie, let me make sure I get the whole quote. Okay. I feel like it's just as important for black kids to see Black Captain America as it is for white kids. Growing up, one of my favorite superheroes was green. It wasn't about race or anything. It was about him being a good guy trying to do the right thing. And it continues on.
You just you contradicted yourself in that one sentence.
Well, yeah, but here's where this is where I think I'm getting. I agree with him the best. It's very important for kids of all races to be able to watch something and have someone to look up to, no matter what they look like, and see that that package comes with a good human being as opposed to what they've been perceived as by everyone else. So that's the one. That's the line I think I find the most agreement with Anthony on.
Well, yeah,
he seems to be all over the place a little bit in this conversation. I don't know if it's the language thing or because it's he's in Europe, but all in all, it's
I don't know. But we've been talking about this forever, and I think everyone kind of has, is that the person on screen doesn't have to be a fucking ginger in order for me to identify with them.
Exactly.
So last week I grew up with Jackie Chan movies, Jet Li movies. I listened to 50 Cent. I mean,
yeah,
it was all over the place.
Guys, picture that a ginger, like a high school ginger in his Pontiac, just jamming out to 50 Cent, walking down, just driving down the street, windows down. You pull up next to this awkward white ginger kid, and he's just blaring 50 Cent. And you know.
It's an 81 Honda. How dare you?
But you're right. Yeah, you don't have to see who you are on the screen. You don't have to see the same person who looks exactly like you on the screen. That's what made, I think, Master Chief so fucking iconic, was that literally nobody saw themselves inside of Master Chief's helmet, like what he looked like. Literally no one looked like him. But everyone related.
How you're gonna wiggle through that sentence? It's like no one can see themselves in Master Chief.
Yeah,
it's like I can see myself in Master Chief. What's
yeah,
up?
of course you could. Yeah, classic, classic the Cody. But so Anthony Mackie he's covering. I do think this specific stream of comments lends credit to the idea that he probably just misspoke in the original criticism or in the original concern that people were talking about. And then just later, we got the article from Anthony Mackie. So this is again from That Park Place, following up on the story. Anthony Mackie walks back comments on Captain America, but stops short of saying he represents America. So we'll just read his statement. So Anthony Mackie puts out a statement. We'll just read that, and then the audience can kind of see, like, determine for themselves where they land on this.
Why is it in Comic Sans?
I believe that this is on. I think this is on I think this is on his Instagram. Where, well, I guess it probably is on. I can't tell. I don't know where this post comes from. Maybe Anthony Mackie has taken to social media and apparently, yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
not obvious where the statement came from. But from Anthony Mackie, let me be clear about this. I am a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honor of a lifetime. I have the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that all people over the world can relate to. I guess you still didn't say,
Except for America.
yeah, like you still refuse to just say that he represents America, but I get it. Like, this is so, like, digging into the weeds on this one, like really trying to, like, interpret intent and trying to understand, like, where his mind is, that it's really frustrating and difficult. So I will just leave it at saying that
I like Anthony Mackie. He's always been kind of a down-to-earth dude. Like, you watch a bunch of his interviews.
Yeah.
Seems like a stand-up guy with, basic American values. But
I
misspeaking or intentional or what, or just because he was in Rome, I don't know.
yeah, all in all,
It's not going to affect my opinion of the fucking movie.
no, it won't. I think for some people it might. Like, if people heard only the first two parts of this and didn't stick around to find out, like, that he did backtrack and he did try to, like, course correct on this, and he does have positions that are more lukewarm or just neutral on, like, race in movies or representation in films, I think people would be a little bit more open to it. But there are people who are going to be like, oh, the new Captain America is a fucking commie? All right, fuck this. I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bastard.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I think in the original interview, you can almost tell that, like, right after he says it, he knows he kind of fucked up, and his word salad in his way back into, like, trying to get out of it.
He was trying to tell, and then he told a nice little, like, anecdote or quip about the whole, you're a child trying to slay a dragon, and I get it. Like, you're an actor, you're trying to just get through this interview and get onto the next thing, and you're probably trying to do a good job by it, but at the same time, but honestly, it was so unnecessary to even go there. Like, if you wanted to say Captain America represents more than just America, he also represents these ideals that apply to everyone, that would have been a better way of phrasing that. It's like,
right.
It's like, but instead he said Captain America doesn't represent America, he represents the ideals instead. It's like, it's frustrating.
He had foot in the mouth syndrome.
Yeah. So I don't want to hold that against him. I think generally his reputation has been pretty middle of the road, and so but this movie is going to be really rough to stomach either way. I'm
just glad they cut 40 minutes out of it.
Yeah, it could have been long as shit. In another follow-up article, we have Anthony Mackie tells the Access Media to chill the fuck out over Red Hulk Trump comparisons. So this was just, at the time of this recording, this came out just yesterday, so it's brand new news. Captain America Brave New World star Anthony Mackie tells the press to chill the fuck out when it comes to comparisons between the film's president, Thaddeus Ross, a.k.a. Red Hulk, and U.S. President Trump. So, I mean, you knew that the villain comparisons with Trump were going to continue, or just, like, get even worse. Like, there's these people have only one outlet, and it's media. And so you thought that they were just not going to shit on Trump at every opportunity they had?
Right. There's a president in the movie. It's obviously gonna dig at President Trump or something.
Right. Or
be a President Trump stand-in.
Right. So, I mean, well, that's what happened with what was it? Wonder Woman, right? The new
that
Wonder...
was definitely, yeah. I mean, they gave Pedro blonde hair and all that shit.
Yeah, it was so overt, so obvious and blatant. Yeah. Let me get through some of these other comments that Anthony made here, and we'll just go through. So, Captain America Brave New World, Mackie made the statement while highlight all the segment. Mackie made the statement while defending Brave New World as literally the best movie it can be, emphasizing that it stays in the lines of Marvel, it stays in the lines of Captain America, and it's fun, it's big. But when pressed by Esquire about growing speculations that Ford's President Ross who transforms into a volatile rage monster, Red Hulk, was meant to serve as a Trump analog. Mackie shut it down. I hope as a country we're tired of all the political jousting, Mackie said. Let's just go to the movies and chill the fuck out. We could have made this motherfucker yellow, and it would have been a problem. I love that. I love that he
I would have
jumped
made
on
him
that.
orange.
Yeah, just he could have made
Orange man bad.
Orange Hulk. Yeah. Hollywood is just never going to stop like hitting on Trump with this stuff. It's a big part of like the story we covered last week where we were talking about the Hollywood ambassadors. Now, I'm those people are just going to maybe make more films will be produced that are just better quality as a result of the political ambassadors to Hollywood with Stallone, Mel Gibson, John Voight. But we're not. It's not like the rest of Hollywood is going to stop making movies that shit on the right or make everyone on the conservative side look like absolute trash.
I don't even know where they would have gotten like, oh, Red Hulk is President Trump or whatever. Because in like all the marketing, we don't really know shit about President Ross in the movie.
Yeah, we don't know a lot. Well, and there were rumors that we didn't really cover that hard last week that Red Hulk is only relevant in the movie for like 5 minutes. So we don't know that that's true. It could be entirely wrong, but I mean there are articles being posted, stories being talked about that are rumors saying that his involvement in the film is going to be minor. So maybe if that's true, then what's the point of comparing him at all? Like the fact that he's
doubt it. I mean, because they've had to reshoot the movie twice, and Harrison Ford doesn't like doing shit these days. So I bet they didn't really get him in for a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly. Harrison Ford, yeah. Being as expensive as he is, that was going to be a tough one to chew on. I don't know what the point of, like, if he's going to be in there for a short window of time, what's the point of throwing him in there at all? He's just, like, he doesn't draw a huge audience anymore. His involvement is minor. Red Hulk is not a character that I think most normies give a shit about. I mean, you're just putting a third Hulk character. No, would this be a fourth? In She-Hulk, because you have obviously Mark Ruffalo, then you have She-Hulk, then you have Red Hulk. Was Hulk's child Scar? Is it Scar? I think.
He was in like the last scene of She-Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah. So Hulk's kid. So I mean, this will be the fourth Hulk character, and we already know how popular Hulk is on his own. Every single Hulk film is a one-off. Every one of them with a brand new actor.
I know they can't make. Well, there's licensing issues where they can't make like his own movie. That's why Mark Ruffalo didn't get one.
Right.
But apparently there are rumors that he's going to be in Spider-Man 4 as well. So
I don't know if okay, cool. I mean, it would be a movie. It would
it'll be something on the screen.
It'll definitely be people acting or trying to act. All right. So summarize this up. I mean, Captain America 4, we're still going to be going and doing the review. It's just more drama around it. And honestly, the Anthony Mackie thing kind of comes to a draw on where I stand with him. I don't think this moved the needle for me very much. My reaction initially was, that's fucked up. But then it just kind of settled down as I was like, oh, he just fucked it. He just fumbled his words around too much and just got tongue twisted. Yeah. But
that's my opinion on it too.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think he actually means like Captain America doesn't represent Captain America.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I agree.
I tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits. Don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life.